Alright, welcome, Outneuron here, and this is Songs of Six, a massive scale city builder. It has a really deep simulation system where you will start with just a small group of 10 people, but through careful planning and management you can grow your settlement into a sprawling civilization of tens of thousands. Alright, we will see about that. Let's start. Per campaign means tutorial, and I don't have any. A random game. Alright, normal difficulty is good. Let's start. So these are the species that we can choose from. So they are the Cretonian. Cretonians are the children of Crator, god of growth, who taught them much about agriculture. They are vegetarians and in tune with the land in which they live. Their peaceful ways and lack of combat prowess have led them losing many of their ancestral lands. They prefer wooden structures, harmony and farming work. They do not mind monotonous labor, which makes them well suited to refining jobs. Their favorite foods are fruits, vegetables and bread. Bad industrialist, poor combat morale, obsessed with food. Okay. Dondorians, I believe they are like dwarves, or they are dwarves. Dondorians aren't born, but created by the gods themselves, or so it is believed. They pop into existence at the slopes of Mount Cerebus. Already fully grown, they wander out the dense forest and through the surrounding fields in a sort of trance. No one has actually seen the creation process, but there are talks of bright flashes in the night inside the thick and dense forest. From the moment of their strange birth, their will and determination is set in stone. They live for many hundreds of years, and some are believed to have existed since the War of the Gods. Though their memory of that time is clouded and fragmented, they are far from dumb, but lack the imagination of their human cousins. Their inborn knowledge and celerity of hand makes them great crafters and good refiners, and they have a knack for mining. Their heavy stocky build is advantageous in warfare, but their short stature complicates archery. Their favorite foods are meat, fish, and mushrooms. Initial challenge hard. Difficult to please. A Tilapian Gartemi, wet food producers want to live in mountains. Okay. This is Gratemi. Gratemi were created by the fallen god Amenian in the first War of the Gods. After his imprisonment, the Gratemi retreated to the mountain caverns of the world from which they raided the ones foolish enough to settle nearby. They reproduce quickly and their exoskeleton is quite resistant to all kinds of weather, while also providing them with a natural battle boost. Despite their violent nature, they are very lawful and place great importance on the well-being of their hive as a whole. Ordinarily, they would never harm their hive or queen, but great stress can cause them to revert to more primal and even more vicious state. Gratemi are good miners and do not mind working in the more hazardous mines. They are the only species that can make use of Baltic crawlers, which have a symbiotic relationship with them. They lack dexterous hands, severely limiting their usefulness in most industries. Despite that limitation, they make excellent stonecutters due to being able to mold rock like clay after dosing it in their secretions. Okay. Ambush predators at heart. They require a lot of training to be useful on the battlefield, but well-trained Gratemi make excellent infantry. They like fish and meat. Initial challenge easy. Weak morale, very limited skills across the board, terrible at knowledge work. Then we have humans. Humans are regarded as the final creation of the Astari. Possessing free will and a flexible mind, ancient men were immortal, but when they sided with Aminion in the Second War of the Gods, they were punished with mortality. Humans make excellent researchers and administrators. They are also very good at farming. Bread, meat, mushrooms and eggs are their favorite foods. I'm not gonna go with humans. Then we have Amavia. Amavians love water and thrive when living surrounded by rivers and canals. They believe that their true home is in the mythical depths, a place they are unable to reach in life as they are not fully aquatic. Since other species do not feel the same pool of depths, Amavians regard them as soulless wildlife. Their size and natural armor make them formidable soldiers despite their apathy towards violence. Amavians will fight against oppression and are not submissive. Their lust for eggs has made them masters of globdane, ranching, and their aquatic nature makes them excellent fishers. They have an insatiable desire for fish and eggs, which they like to eat with vegetables. Must live close to fresh water, dislike other species, poor farmers, slow breeders. Religiously flexible, hardy fighters. Good all around. Okay. And then we have Tilapis. The Tilapi were created in Aeon's past to guard an ancient and mighty barrier forest, the border between the granted dominion of the Astari children and the forbidden lands beyond. Created for this purpose, the Tilapi are extremely territorial and quick to pass judgment. However, they are blessed with great compassion of 4-6. Flora and fauna can be violent, dislike other species. Okay, we are going to go with Amavias, with the lizardmans. I believe Amavias too. They are too worshipping Krator, mainly. So we're gonna go as Kratoria, and our ruler's name Kratis. Okay. Left control. Okay, I'm gonna try to make a lizardman here. Four. Okay, this somewhat resembles a lizard man with horns and a crown. This might be our ancestor. Okay, let's change this to white. No. Yep, to red. Yep, foreground should be white. And let's make the pole golden. Yep. That's blue. Okay, this looks good. All right. Now let me choose a random seed and okay, this is our map. Now we need warm climate. But it should be good to choose a location where we can trade with, well, at least 3 factions. No, this is salt water. We don't need that. This location is isolated. Let's not choose that. Okay, looks like I cannot find a good spot. Alright, let's regenerate this map. Okay, this one's looking great. River going in the middle, will be going middle in our map. Okay. It has temperate climate. I can change that. Let's make it warm. A little mountain here. Come on. No, that's the wrong button. A little bit of forest. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay. Let's choose our starting location, but first let me see the map. We have tons of rivers. Well, I need one with more islands. Let's regenerate. Our main food production will be fisheries, so okay, this looks promising. Right, I'm gonna choose this one. Okay. Let's put down the throne room. Okay. Yeah, should be fine. Now let me see the factions. 3. We have 3 neighbors. That's great. Okay, so first we need food. These are our first citizens. Mazdadok soldier. Is mostly content and does not expect anything more from land life. Offer these suggestions nonetheless. Yep, we need homes, roads, and eggs, and fish and vegetables. Okay. Yaksati Vilsix. Okay, let's start building. Alright, let's activate planning. I'm gonna put down a few fisheries. This is a clay pit. Right? Yep. Then I should probably build a road around here. Alright, our first focus will be on food and a little bit of wood. Once we reach a population of 100, we can start looking into industries where carpenter we will be needing soon. Right, first fisheries. Let's aim for 100 efficiency. One more. Yep, this is the max dimensions. Okay, let me put down some storages, or one storage. One more here. Okay, that's gotta be enough. And the roads. Okay. Need a warehouse. Let's build it here. This will be our starting warehouse. 7 by 5. That's enough. Few crates. All the buildings will be made out of mud. Or maybe as like that. And I believe cut stone too. But that's for later. Alright, let's activate this one. And let's start building. Alright, while they're building, I'm gonna build them some homes. Now, where is it? Here. Okay. This is enough for 30 people. Let's build fences. Yep, well there, and then heart. done. They are done building the warehouse. Let's activate a fishery. We need at least one delivery man for this one. And these 2 crates for wood, 1 for stone. I believe we have livestock too. Rations and fish. I don't think we have anything else. Alright, we have grain. We don't need that. I'm not gonna build a bakery. Alright, let's put down more houses. Little apartment here. Okay. We don't really need that many well and what, but just for aesthetics. Maybe I should. Move this a little bit closer to the road. Yep. Let's construct the well and build it somewhere. Somewhere else. Here, maybe. Yep, a 4-tile wide road. We need that for... Yep, building food stall in the middle of that road. That's a bit far away. Come on, we're almost done. 5 people enough for now. And let's build the houses. Okay, one more crate into wood. Okay, looks like we have coal. And cityllium. Gemstone that we need. 2 iron deposit. One more stone. Okay. And 2 clay deposits. Great. Let's put down some torch. Some torches. One here. Let's activate them. There are a lot of stuff that we need to consider. Yep, we need market and food stall. That's gonna be next. I believe market needs furnitures, so that's a bit later. Yep. Two by 5. Let's accept a few people. We need more workers. It's a bit slow in the beginning. Okay, 5 more people. Let's see our food consumption. We are still in the positive. Okay, they are done. Okay, let's activate this too. Let's build a road. Okay, looks like we have forests all around the map. Alright, while they are at work, let's build more fisheries. Let's build one down here. Okay, this is the max dimension. One more. Okay, that's enough. I'm thinking I'm gonna build the globdane farms here too. I think once we upgrade the fishery technology in here, we might have around 50 people working on a single fishery. Now there's 9. Because these houses will be for them. We need to build close to their destinations for more efficiency, I believe. And they like that too. They won't use houses if that's too far away. More torch upgrade. We need guards and we won't face raiders until we reach Prontix. Is the 4th level. How much population do we need? 200. We need to keep that in mind. Once we reach it, we need to build a army training ground really fast. Alright, let's speed up a little bit. Look at them sleep. One more fishery here. Alright, and I'm gonna build houses here for the fisheries. And there. Globdane pastures. Let's build one. Looks like this. Little bit of fences around him. Yep. on a speaker for entertainment. Yep, and let me copy this mouse.